Tonight, a family is coming to terms with the loss of a young woman who was brutally snatched away from them. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. As Asia Davis was shot and killed this week, Eleanor Tabone sat down with her family in tonight's top story.
This memorial paying tribute to 28-year-old Asia Davis, who was shot and killed at the intersection of Mayo Boulevard and the South I-10 service road. Her family now grieving the loss of a young mother, daughter, sister, cousin, niece and best friend. Today, Kenya Davis sits here without her only daughter, Asia Davis.
We barely holding on.
Kenya now left to raise Asia's 5-year-old child, who was born on Mother's Day and will now celebrate her 6th birthday without her mother.
My grandbaby is like my best friend. I love her to death. And my daughter knew that. I love my daughter.
Asia was shot and killed Thursday morning.
That's the sickening part about all of this. She's laid out on the concrete by herself.
The family says she had a big heart and never stopped aiming for greatness.
She overcame a lot of obstacles in life. She had a special patience because she was a home health aide for senior citizens, and she loved to work with older people.
She was a very beautiful person. She was the life of the party, you know. She very respectable. Everybody she meet just loved her.
The family laughing and crying together about the glue Asia was to this now broken family.
She'll make you mad, but then a couple of minutes later you couldn't do nothing but laugh at her because she was she just was a comedian in her own right.
Like many families across New Orleans, they're tired of the bloodshed.
Less than 24 hours after Asia was killed, 2 other women was killed in the city. Something has got to be done. It has to stop. We're just losing all of our children.
They want action, not empty words.
What are the leaders doing? They need help. They need to understand that you need help. Crime is out of control. Somebody has got to do something.
Sharice and Devin, this afternoon Mayor Cantrell had a press conference. At that press conference she said some very controversial things, especially about the 3 women that were killed in the last 24 hours. This is what she said this afternoon.
As it relates to the violent incidents in the past, I would say 24 hours in the city relative to women, what I will say is none of these acts are random at all. And what we have to understand that women also play a role in violent activity in our city. And so they will remain under active investigation. Unfortunately, people are involved in criminal activity in our city, and it plays out on the streets of New Orleans, and it is all genders, right? And we're seeing that.
I showed Asia Davis's family this press conference. They were extremely hurt and angry. Mayor Cantrell said this. They said those comments weren't warranted. They said they're shocked Mayor Cantrell, being a woman, would say that about other women, and that she's not supporting women who lost their lives in the hands of others. They said it was very inconsiderate, especially as the murders just happened and families are grieving.